Boston one made Stu Bangers. I love him too, baby. Yo, that was so wild. Please don't cut that. Keep the Asian lady that screams I love Jesus. Respect for the art of rhyme. The art of rhyme. It's been a whirlwind, man. I've been got back from Europe like the Tuesday of Thanksgiving. I had like 2 days to like take care of a bunch of shit at home Thanksgiving. Then I left on Black Friday, and I was just in Miami last night on the beach. Now I'm out here fucking. I love it, but it's just like it's a lot of fucking work.
Did you? So you must have flown in. Did you fly?
Yeah, I flew in from West Palm, and now I'm in Boston, and then we're going to Kentucky.
Kentucky?
Yeah.
How long you been in Kentucky?
We just got a show tonight. I mean tomorrow night in Kentucky. Yeah.
Keeps you crazy, huh?
Yeah,
How do you keep track of everything?
You don't. You just go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just fucking go. You know what I mean? Just go.
You know, when's the last time you spent more than 3 days in Philly?
Right before like the end of the summer, like August, September-ish, and then like since then it's been pretty much consistent with just touring and stuff. But I'm there a lot. It's funny, man. The grass is always greener because when I'm home, I'm itching to be on the road, and when I'm on the road, I'm itching to just like sleep in my bed. You know what I mean? Like you don't appreciate your bed so much if you don't get to sleep in it ever. You know, it's a shitty bed though, but I appreciate it because it's mine. You know.
So
my apartment is terrible, but like I love being in that shithole because it's mine.
What was the touring? And again, you kind of, I'll say it, a level above, right? And then now you've got you're part of Army of the Pharaohs again. Separate yourself. Do you feel that the growth that you've been going through, or is it just kind of like coming and this is just the way your career's been going?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been like honestly, man, like it's still like a lot of fucking hard work. It's a lot of hard work. But I feel like, if you put enough into it, eventually you'll get, stuff out of it. And like for me, like I have so much love and respect for my music that like I put that in there, and I feel like the response that I get from people when they feel that way, it's only because I put my all into it, and I'm never coming half-assed. I know what it feels like to be a fan of music because I'm a fan of music, and I know what it's like to be cheated and be given half-assed shit. So me being a consumer myself, every time I write, every time I get on something with other people or I have an opportunity to shine, I'm gonna try to fucking kill that shit. I'm gonna try to give you my all. So I think that the reason why things have been going good for me is because I roll like that. Like I don't half-ass with anything, whether it's a show, whether it's 30 people or 300 people. Like we rock that. We gonna rock that shit every time. Like tonight's gonna be no different. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I mean, they've gotten a lot better. They used to boo people off the stage, but they've gotten to where they just won't clap. You know what I mean? But they're very, very serious. If you have to rock that shit, and like I love Boston because they're the same way. Like it's the same type of vibe. Of like you're not just gonna walk in here and we don't care who you are. Like you better bring that shit. Philly's very hard, and it's a great place to come up because it's like if you. A lot of people say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. That's true, but I believe it's even more so for Philly because that shit is like relentless. So for me, knowing that I was doing pretty good there made me know that I could go other places and rock because like the mentality of most Philly people is like, yo, I'm from Philly, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like we it's nothing to brag about, but where I'm from is a very, very rough place. So it's like when we travel other places, there's not that fear of failure so much because it's like we live around that shit, you know what I mean, so much. So I like her scarf, that's nice. Okay, yeah, so yeah, definitely, man. Philly's rough, like but it's tricky too because a lot of people in Philly are under the illusion that they're good because I'm sure it's the same everywhere, but they're under the illusion that they're good because a lot of times it's just no one's being honest with them. Their friends aren't being honest with them. They fucking come to all their shows and shit, and like they get it in their head that they're good. So it's like. It's tricky, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you'll see someone who's terrible and he's getting a lot of love, but it's only because he brought his whole fucking family with him, so it's tricky, you gotta watch that. In hip-hop, if you're not visible, if you're not doing shit, you're dead, and I've not stopped doing shit, so for me, it's like, this is gonna be, like, technically my 4th album. Not many people know I had a record called The High Life that came out strictly in Philly. It was like my demo tape, but that I consider that a record. I have a record called Invisible Empire that came out in 2003. My last record, Feast of Fame, was 05. So it's like, yo, I have material out there. I put a mixtape out. I have the Juju Mob shit with Kamachi, the Army of the Pharaohs. Just like I haven't stopped working. So I don't feel that pressure to put this record out right away. I feel like I want it to be the right situation as far as labels go. I want it to be sound as good as it can. And if I'm still making good music and my other albums are still out there and people are still buying them, and I'm still touring off of those records, then there's not going to be any rush. It'll come out when it's ready. But I'm at the point now where it has been a very long time. So it's to the point now where I definitely want to drop it early 08, springtime 2008. That's my goal, is to get it out by like, March or April and then tour, what I'm saying, that spring. Who knows what will happen. I'm really working on having a vault, you know what I'm saying? I put so much material out there and I haven't kept some for myself and just, had shit to like build on and rework. Like once I do something, I usually leave it alone. And like the older I get, there's old songs that never came out that I want to go back to and retouch. And so who knows what will happen with the songs that don't make the record. But and that's the rough thing too, is that like I keep, I think I have a track list, and then I'll come, with 4 new songs that are really good. And so I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going to help me. There is no label. It's just me independently. I'm basically, just doing it all on my own. And like, there are some label offers as far as the next record goes. And by the end of the year, I will have a new label. I'm not going to say who yet, but it's looking like, it's looking like it's going to be a good situation. So hopefully the paperwork's being worked out right now. And hopefully, by the end of the year, we'll have that announced. But right now, shit's cool. I can't complain. Like, no one's bothering me. No one's, unfortunately, I can't get, copies of my album from my old label, so I had to bootleg it. They know it. They're not happy about it. You know what I'm saying? It's common knowledge that I've had to bootleg my shit, but it's like, yo, I got to do what I got to do. So, but yeah, as far as a label goes, like, I honestly wasn't even trying to sign with one. I was gonna try to put the record out myself, 100% myself, but that just financially it wasn't. I couldn't do it. It's just too much. The way that I really want to do it. I could do it and put it out, but you know what I'm saying. I want to put it out. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, you working on something with King Magnetic right now?
Yeah, that's my man. That's my ace from Philly. He's actually from Allentown, but yeah, that's my dude. He produced my song "Sound of Philadelphia." We have he's on my album. We have a song called "Cauze" together. I'm on his album like 3 times, and we're gonna do like an EP soon. You know what I mean? It might fuck around be a full length, but yeah, that's my thought. We're gonna put some shit together.
Do you have what's going on with the Choose Your Bond right now?
I mean, me and Macha talked about doing more shit together, but he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. I'm actually. It's funny you say that, because I was thinking about the other day. Like, I was listening to the record, and like, we definitely had some good songs. So I think we should do another record, and I hope we do soon. Like, I would love for me and him and Sharon Stay Still to get back together and do some shit. It's just like everyone's scheduled, and just the reality of doing it with everyone wanting to do it with their heart in it, not just doing it just to say, yo, we can try to make some money off this. You know what I'm saying? So if we could all get together again, and because that album was recorded in 1 weekend. You know what I'm saying? That album was like 48 hours of just us puffing trees in the studio, just getting it in. So we need to do that shit again. Yo, this is Reef the Lost Cause, and you were checking out the world famous ArtOfRhyme.com. Do not sleep, yo. Do not sleep.